Okay. Appears to have done well in basically all conditions. As far as movement is concerned, this is perfect. I will probably improve this design though, because I feel like its armament is going to be poor, but I can't enlarge this vehicle much more because it's already reached the CPU limit once, so I need to grind for more robots. So I think to improve it, we basically need to play the game a bit more to get some robots. So, well, it'll certainly be interesting to see how this goes, but aside from that, this design is basically, this design's only weakness is its armament. Its armament is basically one flak gun. That's it. So, not great, but not terrible. I mean, basically it only has one flak gun that it can fit on it, because, well, look at this. Can't fit two flak guns yet. So let's go with... Here. That should do it. Now, what I'm probably going to do is that when I've upgraded this design enough, or what would be considered enough, I'm hoping that by that point I would have enlarged, well, the design. Because once I get the robots necessary, I can edit, once I fully, just get the robots that I need, I can add, I don't know, an extra gun or two. That's, well, once I get the robots, though. Hmm. Okay, so there we go. Place the gun. And, well, time to see how this goes. But, yeah, this design is not complete. It requires probably at least, I don't know, maybe, hopefully an extra, I don't know, 2 batteries at best would be pretty nice. I would honestly love to have 2 aerial flak batteries on this aerial tank anti-air device. I really don't know how to describe this. It's it's a mix between a tank and... It's like a mix between a tank and a truck, so... A mechanized vehicle, I suppose, would probably fit, but, who knows, really. What would actually fit? Upgrade bay. Okay, so escape. We're gonna save the design and we're finally gonna test it. We are going to send this out for some battlefield testing. Oh, low gravity sandstorm. Okay. This is perfect for what I'm using, because this would be the conditions which I would usually use my aerial vehicles in. So I'm hoping that plenty of people decided to bring aerial vehicles out. Certainly would be sad if there weren't that many players that were, well, using aerial vehicles. But yeah, so overall, this design has been, well, judging by what I've got now, this design is, needs improvement, basically. I need to add some more weaponry, like an extra aerial flak battery would be good. Because, well, I've currently only got one. I need probably 2 to 4 if I want to be really effective at shooting things out of the sky. At least 2 to 4. And I've got 1 out of 2, which would be, well, on a small scale, 2 would be the minimum for what I'd want, but I'll reach there eventually. Eventually we'll get there. This should be pretty good too. Kind of looking forward to playing in a very different way than I typically do, because I do not want to engage land vehicles, basically. Anything that's ground-based, I want to run as far away as possible from it. Or else I will get my ass kicked. But yeah, so this could go either great or poorly. It could go either great or poorly, really depending. Well, now to test my new vehicle. Robo 9. We will change that once the first test is done. We will change the name once this battle is finished and, well, you know, we've actually fully tested it, so this should be quite fun. But yeah, so far, appears to not be too bad. Oh. That is a problem. Yeah, there's a reason to get an extra gun, isn't there? Oh my god. Like I said, not frontline at all. This is not a frontline vehicle. This is a vehicle that's meant to be fighting planes, and there are no planes by the looks of it. Which, well, that sucks. I can't find any aerial vehicles to shoot down. That is a bit of a problem. Well, this design isn't that great, is it? Yeah, I still have aerial flak, buddy. You're gonna have to focus me down. Well, that definitely shows that this thing is good at firing at aircraft. I mean, look at that. I'm dealing a lot of damage to him. How is he still intact? He must have some really good... His aerial design is pretty good. Yeah, that design is very good because he's able to add attrition me. On. Ah, why not? They're practically beating us. I mean, it's kind of clear that this is just a... Yeah. Oh, this guy was quite... I see. I really want to zoom in and see what that design is, because it was able to take quite a few hits before, you know, like, it was able to remain relatively undamaged while being fired upon. So, you know. Interesting design. I need to figure out what exactly makes that design special. Now... Oh. This is certainly... Okay, so this design is very much an anti-air design. I only really started being able to do things once I started, you know, firing at actual planes. Which is really funny. Like the fact that I only really started actually being very effective in the battle once it became a battle between planes and, well, me, basically. It became a battle between me and an aerial vehicle, and I managed to do quite a lot of damage. But saying that, the design still isn't very effective at, well, its own job. So I do need to improve on it, which means I do need to get more robots, which means it's time to pull out the airplane. There we go. I say. Tank. Anti-air tank. That's basically what it is. Or what it'll be at its final, well, phase of design. At its final level of design, once I'm actually finished with it, it'll basically be an anti-air tank. So, I'm just naming it according to that, so... It's basically an anti-air tank. A very ineffective anti-air tank, granted, so it's not that good, but I still want to... Oh. Well, the battle's about to change. Oh well, I was about to hop into another battle, but... Battlefield's about to change. So, you know, this is like an anti-air tank. And it's very specifically only good at anti-air damage. Like, the amount of damage this tank can do to any other vehicle is nothing. To an airplane or a helicopter, this vehicle is their demise. But to another tank, let's say, like, this is an anti-air tank that is only good at, well, blasting airplanes out of the sky. Once it meets something like this, it's over. It is over for this type of vehicle. But basically, I just have to not engage any targets that are not vehicles that are in the air. Like, I have to engage targets that are not aerial, in a way. Like, I have to avoid engaging, like, targets that are not aerial, or I'm screwed. Saying that, okay, what have we got here? Normal atmosphere, normal gravity, clear weather. Oh. Oh, it's elimination. Ah. I feel very, very, very sad. I don't have any designs that are really good at this. At least, well, I have no designs that are good at elimination. Like, I fully have no designs that are good at elimination. Not a single one of my vehicles are good at elimination. Because elimination relies on attrition. I mean, to be fair, this might have been a good time to pick the healer. Could play as a medic and just heal people and just have others do the fighting. Would be pretty nice. Well, let's see. What exactly will I be fighting? Because I've got an airplane. I don't even hide the fact that I'm using an airplane technically. Saying that, I think I know another type of design I could strive for. And this is after I've finished with aerial flak. After I'm done with the aerial flak, I'm gonna design a bomber. And when I say a bomber, I mean more something less akin to a, let's say, B2 Spirit, and more akin to a P-47. Which is to say, it'll be probably using plasma. The next aerial vehicle that I'm making will probably use plasma. And blow stuff up. That'll basically be its defining, well, trait in a way. It'll be able to blow things real quickly. Oh. Blade giant. I love how my design is basically the most conventional in a way. Oh, look at that. Darn, he was quicker. Oh my god, I pretty much made him... I incapacitated him though. What the... What the... Yeah, that ain't gonna help you, buddy. Oh my god. I mean, I dealt a lot of damage to that one guy. But just, yeah, no, that doesn't work with this design. So I will hand... Yeah, this guy's got the better looking. Yes. Kind of the limitations of my vehicles. I'm gonna send in my mouse tank, which is to say my rapid firing tank. Yeah. That didn't go too well. I mean, this design is terrifying. I probably created the most terrifying design ever. Health, speed's good, but CPU is just God. Run in fear, because I am going to destroy you. Would basically be what this screams. Like, this is basically... There's a reason I called it the mess. It's basically as large as those types of tanks. Which, well, they were designed under the idea of, if we produce enough of them, we will win the war. That was basically the idea behind them. But they really weren't that great in terms of, well, design. Hmm. Now, what I am currently thinking, though, is, well, I want to see how well this design does. Again, I want to see how well this design does in elimination. It should do pretty good, because this design has a lot of armor. It'll be able to take quite a few punches before, you know, being destroyed. Or even a plasma bomber could easily devastate this tank. Probably have to strafe it like 3 or 4 times before my tank would start to actually take a lot of damage from the plasma bomber. Laser Horizon OGW. Whoa, okay. Oh, 2000, okay. Interesting. Ah, there we go.
The battle for Vanguard's end has begun.
Just trying to go around. Oh my god, what the... Whoa! I even aimed for the weapons. Oh, he's got full shielding around his vehicle, or mech. His mech's got full shielding around it. Ah, that is very smart. Oh. Just go in. Oh my god. Bit late now, ain't it? This is certainly interesting to watch. Oh! Well, now that's a smart design. But yeah, our base was drained. That's the best looking though. Wow, he's got the favorite for best looking. Well, this is certainly interesting. One, two, three. Well, I gotta say, this design wasn't exactly. This didn't do exactly too well. So, you know. Probably won't end up using, well, this too often for elimination, it appears. Okay, we're going to the healing vehicle. At least this actually can do quite well in elimination, because, well, there are people to heal in elimination, and I happen to be, well, relatively decent at doing that. But yeah, this was designed to be like a hovercraft, so it should be quite survivable, and the hovers are very specifically incorporated into the design in such a way where it's very hard to knock out my movement and my ability to move. Therefore, I should be able to survive for quite a long time, and even just get out of areas at a moment's notice when everyone either dies or is defeated, basically, or, like, you know what I mean. Like, either dies or just ends up giving up, sort of thing. It's like, The Dire end up giving up and surrendering. So yeah, it's kind of like a thing of, well, my design is very good at escaping and surviving because, well, its movement is well concealed in such a way where it's hard to just outright destroy my movement systems. You first have to basically destroy my entire vehicle to do that, by which point I'm probably already dead, so, you know, at that point, there is nothing for me to really worry about in that way, so, shouldn't go too bad. As my design is concerned.
The battle for Vanguard's end has begun.
Yeah, look at this design. I'm very proud of this design because it is a very practical design, which makes it very good at doing its job. Oh. Okay. Ah! What the? I mean, look at that. They basically had to destroy me completely to even take out... You can't take out... Like, I designed my healing medical vehicle basically to be impervious to the idea of just knocking out one component and the entire thing breaks. My aerial vehicles, on the other hand, aren't really designed with that in mind because, well, the whole point is that you're meant to destroy them quickly and then, well, you either escape and get out. I did okay, but my team didn't do too well. Yeah. Okay, let's see. What percentage did I get? Not too bad. Well, I hope you have enjoyed the 14th video of robocraft. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you in the next video. Bye!